Viewers of Entrepreneurship Couch around the world, welcome to today's show. As usual, always, today we've got a very interesting topic. We are going to talk about various opportunities that have been presented by the coronavirus, COVID-19, in terms of electronic payments. But before we can get into the particular subject matter of today, we just want to quickly run down in terms of economic events that have happened around the world. First things first, to make sure that we care for our loved ones, we need to continue maintaining the safe distance that is required by World Health Organization, such that we combat this disease, the coronavirus, COVID-19. Let me move on to talk about what has happened in the past day or two. We have witnessed one of the major economies, the USA, announcing a $2 trillion USD disaster aid bill. What is this bill going to do? It is going to help entrepreneurs and help the USA economy, which is also faced with the challenge to do with the coronavirus. But let me quickly come back to Africa. We have already witnessed more than 45 nations in the whole of Africa being announced to have been affected by the coronavirus. So what is it that we need to do? As always, whilst we are trying to fight this coronavirus scourge, we also need to continue looking at the opportunities that have been presented by this disaster that has struck the world. What are some of these opportunities? Whilst economies have declared an economic lockdown, there has been an opportunity that has been presented. The opportunity is for these countries to now look internally, look at what they can start manufacturing and producing for their own economies. Yes, the economic recession is going to come after this virus is gone, but for entrepreneurs who are already in business, they need to look at these opportunities. Others have already started looking at sanitizers. Others have already started looking at the assembling mechanically of ventilators. So beyond that, as entrepreneurs, we always need to be positive. But not only that, we are also going to look at what has happened closer home. RBZ, the Apex Bank in Zimbabwe, has announced a temporary use of the US dollar. What does it mean to the economy? There are a number of things that we have got to learn from this. Quickly, it is expected to stabilize our economy. But not only that, there are also challenges that are going to come with the reintroduction of the US dollar. Chief amongst the challenges that we are going to face is the employees are also going to start demanding the US dollar. So the government has got to deal with that. So apart from that, when we come to today's particular subject matter that we are going to talk about, we want to talk about opportunities that have been presented by the coming in of coronavirus. Yes, we have got to make sure that people are kept safe, but as an entrepreneur, what are some of the things that we need to do? We've got to realize that Africa as a whole has been one of the continents where people had not yet embraced the use of electronic payments. So for people to continue being in business, they've got to look at various ways where they can make sure that they've taken advantage of electronic payments. So what are some of the things that people have got to do? When one is trying to embrace electronic payments, one has got to look at things like e-learning. For those that are in education, the COVID virus impact is not known for how long it is going to be with us. So one has got to consider e-learning. But not only that, even those businesses that have been providing goods and services, they've got to make sure that their clients have continued being served in terms of making sure that payments are paid through electronic payments. Services have got to be provided where people are paying through electronic services. Even those people that are in the transport sector, going forward, if the country is going to declare an economic lockdown, the people that have been providing services in the public transport sector are going to be faced with a challenge, because not a lot of people are going to continue moving. So what do they need to do? They need to form partnerships where they can work with people who provide various goods and services and make sure that they are transported from one point to the other. So these people, they need to make sure that they continue to provide transportation, but in the process making sure that they continue to make sure that their businesses continue to thrive. Viewers of Entrepreneurship Couch, for today's show, where we have come to the end of today's show, please continue to subscribe, and we want to take this opportunity to be grateful to all those viewers who have continued to watch this show, and those people who have subscribed, we are very grateful. Please continue